Hello, hello, hello. This is Mark. Hello, hello. I'm Mark, also known as Mark, and this is my Opinionated Demon Souls playthrough. We just did the tutorial, got our faces smashed in by the Vanguard Demon. Almost called them an Asylum Demon. And we are going to go to 1-1 after we talk to Mr. Sad Crestfallen.
Well, you slipped through the fissure too, did you? You came for demon souls? Or to save this land and be remembered as a hero? Hunting for demons? Try one of the archstones. Now go. That is why you came, is it not? To this accursed Boletaria?
Yes, we've come to be a hero.
You came for demon souls?
We are faithful.
Or to save this land.
This is our fate.
And be remembered as a hero. But it's all the same.
I find it interesting he calls us a prisoner of the Nexus, right? But nobody else seems to think we are prisoners.
As long as we
now,
keep slashing up demons.
I do wonder if that's because he is dead. He's in spirit form, right? Or dead form. I don't remember what it's called. I think it's spirit form. Nobody else that comes here is in spirit form. It's maybe Strava, but I don't think so. So I wonder if he really does see this as a prison because he can't go find his other body. It would be really cool if you could give him ephemeral eyes to get him back his body, but... Hello, Thomas.
I'm Stockpile Thomas.
I'm Stockpile Thomas.
When the Scourge came, I didn't know what hit me. When I came to, I found myself here in this Nexus. My wife and daughter fell victim to the demons. But I would be worthless in battle. At the very least, I hope to lend my assistance to you brave slayers of demons. I would be happy to lighten your load and look after any excess baggage.
It's alright, Thomas.
Best of luck to you.
We love you, buddy. Even if you are a coward. Because not everybody can be brave, you know? Not everybody can be the hero. I'm just looking at all his stuff. He has a lot of, like, weapons. I don't know how he took all this here, but... The feat of Herculean strength. Herculean? I actually don't know. I don't think we have anything in our inventory to give. Do we? That we need to go throw away? No. Okay. Well. Hello. Our first blacksmith.
His name's Baldwin. I'm just an ordinary blacksmith.
His name is Baldwin.
It's simple.
The character models
all the
are
souls
very
you
good in
can.
this game, I'll admit.
Trade, I'll give
He's
you
even got
weapons.
some of the
Forge the ones you already have. With your souls,
some of the
I
scaling
can eke out a living.
from
With my weapons, you can go on living.
where he's from, 2-2
Not a bad
or
deal,
2-1.
eh?
Sorry, because his brothers also. I wonder if they escaped before they turned into the lizard creatures, or like did the demons turn them into that? I don't know if it's ever specifically stated. We're gonna level up our mace a little bit, though. Never mind, we can't. I don't know what I was thinking.
No interest, eh?
I don't have any
you're
interest
not going to
because I
last long
can't.
here.
Silly. All right, let's go to 1-1. The gates of Boletaria, a huge stone castle in the heart of northern kingdom of Boletaria, where soldiers attack trespassers, their souls stolen by demons, while nearby terrible dragons have taken roost. This right here, to me, is the pinnacle of Souls beginnings. I don't actually think a beginning area comes close to Boletaria. I mean, just look at that. Oh, it's so good. The level design is so good. It's what I like to call like looping linearity. Is what I like to call it. Something like that, right? Like it's like a highway, you know, got some off ramps, on ramps type of deal. But it just does such a good job of towing you along and letting you explore at your own pace. The game loses a lot of that in the later levels. But this, I think Boletaria is probably one of the best sections in general, minus the castle. I don't really care too much for the castle itself, but man, it's so well designed. It's so well executed. Undead Bird comes close, but I think Boletaria beats it out quite easily, actually. Although if you add the church, if you add Firelink Shrine to Undead Berg's like area, I don't know. It's close, but I still think Boletaria ekes it out. It's just got so much. It's so atmospheric. It's so it sets the tone so well. This is why I crave a remake for Dark Souls 1, but I don't think we're ever gonna get it. I really don't. I think it's one of those games that I don't think actually benefits that much from a remake, just because of the unfinished state of Izalith and a lot of the fall off towards the second half of the game itself. Got these starved men attacking a poor defenseless woman. They don't know any better. I got the Mailbreaker. You're gonna see a lot of that, by the way. A lot of me doing this and accidentally doing this and getting pissed off that I keep doing this instead of attacking. I can't even replicate it. That's how annoyed I am. It's gonna happen more often than not. Now, you see these flaming swords? We're gonna get back to that later. Maybe not in this episode. We're gonna get back to that. Because I have a theory. A game theory. As to why they have the swords. I mean, obviously they have pine resin on them, but the phalanx enemies, right? I'm assuming they were trying to defeat them. Right? They were trying to defeat them with the pine resin. Sorry, I was focused on real focused on that guy slashing the hell out of me. Anyways, I'm assuming they were trying, like, I think they had the pine resin on because they were trying to fight off the phalanx. And that is a design choice to try and get you to understand that the demon here is weak to fire. Now, I don't know if that's intentional. I don't know if you're supposed to piece that together at all on your own. But I mean, they have a lot of fire resin. They have a lot of pine resin. They have a lot of fire bombs that they use. So I feel like that is your prompt to be like, let me try this against the boss. Right? I don't know if they did that on purpose. I don't know if it's just these guys using pine resin and dropping pine resin and they being like, you can light your weapon on fire. But I see it as that, right? They were trying to fend off the demons, realized they were weak to fire, got pine resin, got fire bombs, but inevitably fell and got their souls sucked. A soul sucker. How true that is, I have no idea. I don't think it ever explicitly states that kind of lore in this game. The items do lack a lot of the lore tidbits that the newer games have, but I mean, it's whatever. You're not gonna fault them for that, right? I didn't think I was gonna be able to walk through that. Yep. I was like, sit your ass down. But yeah. Like I said, I think these videos are gonna be relatively long, probably 25 minutes. We're already 10 minutes in, so I kind of wasted a lot of time, I guess, but yeah, we're gonna soak it in. I forgot to mention down here, you can see the executioner grounds, right? I was looking at it earlier through the gate, but it's such a nice touch, and you could have seen everywhere we were about to go from that ground level. Through these, I don't know, inner walls, which is fantastic. So good. Now, I thought these barrels exploded when you hit them with fire, but apparently not. Roll because what the firebomb it is. Yeah, that animation right there where he's cowering, he's trying to crawl away because he's fearing what's about to come. Hammer down, you know, Reinhardt style. On his ass. The fire effects are fantastic in this game as well. I think the elemental effects in general are really good in this game. And I think they miss it in some of the others. Like Dark Souls effects outside of lightning, well, I guess they're not that bad. They're just a little dated. They're just a little dated, and this is the fresh coat of paint. I'm sure it didn't look nearly as good as the original, if I remember correctly. But I only played the original, like, very briefly. So, but I've watched a lot of playthroughs of it. Come on, this is classic. It's kind of, I kind of dislike that they use that immediately in the Undead Asylum. I think it's a little bit of a cheap cop-out, but whatever. Balls are rolling. Yeah, so good. FromSoft is such good design for their levels. Showing where you've come from, showing where you're going. It's so good. It's all so good. They lack in a lot of a few other areas, but I don't think it's. I think that's just inevitable. You know, I think it's just inevitable to have some of your game fall apart under scrutiny. Apparently that didn't count as a backstab. Now, I was wondering, so I'm assuming, my first assumption was these rocks were like repair, but I guess they were actually throwing the rocks, huh? I don't know what demons they were trying to hit with the rock. Like, because there's only one area for them to come in, and I feel like these angles are just kind of a little weird for the... I mean, maybe they were coming over the walls, I don't know. The angles feel a little weird for the catapults, but I guess the demons came through that little door and came through the gate. Maybe, I mean, they could have came over the mountain, I guess. They could have came over the mountain, but it's kind of funny that the gate is in, or it's not in disrepair. I don't think I'm gonna fight that guy. I'm pretty sure he can one-shot me in my current state, so. But yeah, I guess they were just throwing the rocks at the demons and hoping for the best. It obviously didn't work. But, again, you look down, you can see kind of where we're gonna end up at some point. Yeah, down there. I love it. I love it. I don't know how I didn't hit that guy. Come on. And we can drop down here, actually. We're gonna do that. We're gonna get the crossbow. I don't know how useful that's gonna be for us, but yeah, you can see the pit down there with all the souls. Come in here, there's a firebomb dude. A hero. I think they reduced the fall damage in the remake because I feel like I've been able to, because I've been playing a little bit on my own, but I feel like you are easily able to survive a lot of falls I don't remember taking or being able to do without taking significant damage, that is. We're gonna come here. We're gonna grab this. Some more fire bombs. You know what it's about. You know what it's about. It's about learning those barrels explode. Those ones explode. Apparently the others do not. But those ones specifically can explode. And you know that now. So, when you come down here, you're like, what's all down here? I didn't know he was gonna have that stuff. You can see barrels. You see that? So you piece them together, right? They're like fire and blow up barrel. Really? I have fire bombs? Wow, look at that. Just to thin out the horde a little bit. You can come over here. You can actually see these corpses too. As you come in. I wish they would have showed. I think in the original they actually do have the items on them. But in this one they don't until they fall. But I could be wrong. I don't know what would possess you to actually hit the chains. To be honest. That's kind of... Oh right, there's no fall attack. I forgot there's no plunging attacks in this game. I'll open the shortcut. I'm trying to think of where we could leave off. This is the cling ring. This is your savior right here. This allows you to have way more HP in this state. We're gonna use a miracle to heal. We'll grab these items as well. Age Spice, Sorcerer's Gear, and the Jade Hair Ornament. I wonder if this is his wife and child. No, I mean, they're not gonna code in a little girl, like model, but I mean, someone could have just picked it up, right? They could have seen it and they're like, ooh, shiny, and then just picked it up and ran with it, but I don't think they've ever shown anything of child in these games, so I doubt they ever would. Kind of want to speed a little bit through this, a little bit, just because we're getting a little tight on time. I mean, I could just put a cut in. You know what? We'll put a cut in before we come into Estravo's domain. So, thank you guys for watching. Have a good one.